is it day 42? I think it's day 42 officially. However, I've been gone for a while. And so I want to come in really quickly. Hey, everyone that's just entering the room, I'm going to be pressing up some direct to film transfers. So I won't be really kind of paying attention to the screen. I will be pressing up an order, but as I can, I'll check in and see what you guys are talking about. I'll come back in for another live where I will tell you where I've been. Hey, Jasmine, Justine, how are you? But as you can see, I have my heat press behind me over here. Hey, Crimzilla Prince, hello, hello. Okay, so I'm live on all of the platforms right now. So TikTok, hey Instagram, and also over on YouTube. So I hope you guys are having an amazing day, and let's get pressing. Hey, Jasmine, Justine, how are you? Thank you for joining. Alrighty, thank you guys so much for that. So we're gonna get started. As you're entering the room, hello, hello, let me know where you're from. Hey, Kenya, how are you? So I already have my transfers that are ready to go. So we're doing a pocket print and then a back print. Got our transfers, okay? Got our pocket prints here. My apologies if I'm unable to see your questions, but this is kind of gonna be like a work with me type situation, okay? So really quickly, I need my thingamabobbers here. I have another heat press that I'll be wheeling you guys over to here in a second. It's almost at the temperature that I need it to be, but we're gonna go ahead and get started. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, everyone that's entering, how are you? So I know my pocket print is gonna go in this region. I'm just doing a quick pre-press, and this is something that you should be doing also if you are pressing up your transfers. Hey, Sandra, how are you? My apologies if I miss you as you're entering the room, but you just want to do a really quick little pre-press, okay? Now we're going to be placing our pocket print. With the pocket, we kind of want it, I'll show you guys more in depth one day, but as of right now, I'm trying to get this order done. But you want to make sure, I know my alignment points, so I don't really use measuring tools to measure. You're going to let that actually press for 30 seconds total. I use 300 degrees at 30 seconds. That's kind of my favorite go-to. Hey, Umberto, how are you? Hey, from South Africa. Hey, Panda, how are you? So I did my quick pre-press. That's just to remove your moisture. Okay, so you just want to remove the moisture from whatever area you're getting ready to press. Hey, Sandra, thank you so much. Hey, Nedra, how are you? So 30 seconds, okay? We're done. So we're going to actually let this cool, but before I do that, I'm going to go in and press my back as well. Okay, and I know the alignment for that. I always lint roll. You want to make sure that you are lint rolling your shirts prior to actually pressing. Okay, coming in. This is just parchment paper that I'm using. We're going to do another quick pre-press. Hey, everyone. Thank you for joining. Hey, hey, hey. Quick pre-press just to remove the moisture. Okay. Going to bring it here. I know that's about where I want it. Make sure we have a good placement area, which we do. And then I'm just going to press this back print on, like to be centered. There we go. Come in with your parchment paper. Okay. And I'm going to show you guys a quick trick also that you can reuse if you don't have parchment paper. You can use Teflon as well. Teflon is totally okay. But if you don't have parchment paper, I'm going to show you a quick trick. Hey, World of Hues. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining. My apologies if I'm unable to kind of look at you as I'm pressing, but we're going to do up an order. So we're going to press up this order using direct-to-film transfers. Okay. So now, once this is done, we're going to remove it. I'm going to set it to the side to cool. So one of the things you need to remember with the direct-to-film transfers is that they are a warm/cool cold peel. Okay? So I'm just going to lay that out And we're gonna move on to the next shirt. Hey everyone that's just entering, how are you? Hey Baby Giant, how are you? Baby Giant Services, hey Maxine. Hey Kenya. Hello everyone, my apologies. Today is kind of a work and live with me, but I'm gonna be coming in and doing another live, and we're gonna talk about where I've been. So first things first, you want to make sure that you roll your shirts, okay? That's going to remove any extra lint, anything like that that you may have on your shirt. And as you can see, we did, right? Can you guys see that TikTok? A little bit, huh? Okay, so we're going to do that. I have a specific piece of parchment. Hey, hon, have you seen my box of parchment paper? Like a little box. Have you seen it? No? Oh. So I'm going to be pressing this up, okay, really quickly. Which one? Oh, hold on. Sorry, guys. 1 second. Huh?
That Instagram?
Uh-huh. Yeah. Not coming in with a wipey. So we're gonna do that really quickly. Pre-press. Remove that moisture, pulling it out, okay? I know my alignment for my pocket print, so I know exactly where it needs to go, okay? Coming in with my other piece of parchment paper. We're gonna press this for 30 seconds at 300 degrees. Just know that if you order direct-to-film transfers from me, you do receive. Yes, I do, Arlene. My apologies. I'm not looking at the screen as much, so my apologies. But yes, I do sell transfers. So I'm pressing up my transfers right now. Just know that if you order transfers from me, number one, you receive samples. So there are 2 samples that come with every order, okay? So hopefully that answers your question. You're going to use those samples to figure out what are your actual time and temperature settings, okay? So now that's done. That was 30 seconds at 300 degrees for me. When you're pressing my direct-to-film transfers, number one, you receive instructions. So you'll have instructions that tell you what the range for the temperature, time, and pressure are, okay? Once you determine what that range is, I like to make sure this is on here. Equal distance. Here we go. Bringing that in. Here we go. So once you determine, what your range is, then you'll know. But at least you'll have that sample pack to try out first, okay? Thank you, everyone that's joining. So we're just going to remove the moisture. So I'm going to take this parchment out. I think my other one is up and ready to go. I'm going to bring in my other parchment sheet. And what we're going to do is just align our image. So how I kind of know how to eyeball this now, where things go. But as you become more comfortable, you'll be able to do the same thing. And I'm sure there's some of you out there that also already kind of have your markers down. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and press that 30 seconds at 300. Thank you. How are you? Thank you for joining. Hello, Francia. Hey, Erica. How are you? Thank you. So once we're done with this, we're going to get started on the next one, which actually I might be able to turn you guys around because I have another press over here on this side that we're going to be using as well. Okay. I think YouTube can see it, but I got to figure out you guys, TikTok and Instagram. Okay, so now we have both sides that are pressed and ready to go. Sit it to the side and let it cool, okay? So we have one t-shirt there, we're gonna put one here. And you're just gonna keep repeating this process. But one of the things that I always talk about in my videos is the time-saving capabilities. Do you see how quickly I'm able to press these shirts up just using these transfers? Like, when I tell you, when I first discovered transfers, this was prior to getting into DTF, it was a game changer, okay? I came from the land of just, cutting your vinyl, weeding it, and pressing your shirt. Once I discovered transfers, The rest was history. So let's go ahead and press it down. Okay, we're going to do our front press here. We're just pressing it long enough to remove the moisture. Okay, we're just trying to remove the moisture from the shirt. So it doesn't need the full 30 seconds. I'm going to start rolling this shirt because once I press this one down for the 30 seconds, I'll get my pre-press on over here and place our pocket prints. So here we go. Let's get this pocket print down. Out there. There we go. Ooh. Bring our other sheet in. There we go. Press that for 30 seconds. Hey everyone that's just entering, thank you for joining. I appreciate you for being here. Thank you, thank you. And so now we're going to go ahead and probably going to switch over. There we go. Going to press this one for a few seconds while that one's doing its 30-minute cycle. Just a few seconds. Just a few seconds. That's all you need. So when I talk about time saving, this is a time saver for me. On this side, I'm going to use the Teflon because you can use either or. Doesn't matter. Over here, we're done with that. Okay. I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to do my back print at the same time. So that way, when I'm ready to actually peel, I'll be peeling both. I can start with like the front and then head to the back. Hello, hello. Thank you, everyone. Kentucky. Is that Kentucky over on TikTok? Okay, so our 30 seconds are done over there. So, I mean, do you see this? If you see how quickly I'm able to press these up, go ahead and drop a 1. Drop a 1 and let me know if you're seeing just how quickly I'm able to do this. Hey, 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 thank you for joining. So over here, I have my other t-shirt set up with my other heat press, okay? So we've done our 30-second press over here. I'm gonna go ahead and release this one. Okay, coming on over. You wanna make sure that your shirt is already pretty much in alignment. We're gonna do our back print, back press. Thank you. Okay, so you see what I'm talking about. All right. Another quick little pre-press here. Just really quickly. Our pre-press is done here. We'll come in with our back print. Go. Okay. And where's my other? Need one more Teflon. Hold on, guys. Let me grab one more Teflon. Let's see. I have a whole roll. Where did I put it? Where did I put it? I just bought some new Teflon sheets because my other ones were not looking good at all. Where did I put them though? Let's see. Let me see. Hold on, guys. Let me find my Teflon sheets. I know they're here somewhere because I just got them. Let me see. Let me see. Teflon. That's one. Where's my other one? All right, here we go. Didn't find my roll of Teflons, but I found my extra sheets. My extra sheets over here. Because one of the things that you want to remember is that, well, this one's folded. Let's do this one. One of the things that you really want to remember when you're actually, oh no. Hold up. One of the things that you want to remember when you're actually using these Teflon sheets, or if you're using parchment paper, the one that you're removing the moisture with, you don't want to use that to then press your transfer. Okay? Push that in quickly. And get that one going. Boom. All right. So this was our moisture sheet here, so we're not going to reuse that one. All right. Here we go. Make sure our shirts are aligned on here properly. We're going to come in. Let's be right underneath that notch. Need it. I can bring it down. Go. Put our Teflon sheet down. Okay. Press this one. This is going to be 30 seconds, 300 degrees. Now our next shirt is done. So we're going to place this over to the side just so that it can cool. Okay. Next shirt. Here we go. So I'm loading up my next shirt over here. Also make sure that you're changing out these little beauties here. As much as I love a good lint roller, I want to make sure that you're changing it out so when you're actually rolling your shirts, you're really removing lint. Once it's full, let's move it on. Okay, let's see here. If I had the correct printer, I would. Okay, I don't know what your question is over on TikTok. I may have missed it, and my apologies. I'll be coming back in with another live. Thank you. No, there is no minimum order quantities. That's a great question. Thank you so much for asking. No, there aren't any, let's say that. There aren't any minimum order quantities at all. And so a lot of that is because I have done this before. Prior to selling transfers, I sold t-shirts. Hello. My favorite, let me show you. I get these multi-packs from, I think I got these either from Sam's Club, but I love these Scotch Brights. I love this particular one. This one in particular really works for me. But I typically get them like in a multi-pack. I think it was Costco. I think I got those from Costco. So I'm going to put down my pocket print. My apologies if I'm missing your questions though. I will kind of go back and recap at the end just to make sure that I answered some questions as well. But mainly, I wanted to make sure I came in to show you how to actually press them up. But that's my favorite. Thank you so much for tapping that screen. I appreciate it. Okay, let's see. How much is it for the transfer? So all of my prices are actually listed over on my website. I get that question quite a bit, and one of the first questions that I then return with is what size transfer, because it does matter. Exactly. Thank you. Different prices depending on the size. Oh, Eset, thank you so much for that. Okay, so that one is done. Let's see. Yes, thank you so much, everyone, for answering the questions. Thank you, Baby Giant, for dropping that one. I saw it earlier, but thank you. Yes. So that is definitely one of the top questions that I do receive, but the most important thing to understand is that the prices depend on the size. So I carry sizes as small as a pocket print, well, actually smaller than that, 1.5 by 1.5, up to 13 by 19. And then of course I have single image transfers, and then I also offer game sheets as well. So you have to keep that in mind also with my pricing. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and remove the moisture from the back of this shirt. I'm going to get another shirt up here going. shirts actually have a lot, a lot of length. And so one of the things when you're removing that moisture that I like to talk about is just make sure you're doing that pre-press. That's going to ensure that your image, whether it's vinyl, whatever you may actually be attaching to that shirt, you want to make sure it stays attached. And so the quickest way to do that is to make sure that you're pre-pressing, you're removing that lint and things of that nature. Okay, so I'm over here on the other heat press right now. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get the back print going. Make sure that's equal distance. There we go. And so it's a 30-second. For me, I do a lower temperature for a little bit longer, but that's okay. That's okay. Hey, Rad Creatives, how are you? So we're going to go ahead and get that pressed up. So this one is just to remove the moisture. I'm currently pressing the back of this shirt. Okay. And go ahead, get our pocket print going. Okay. Our other press is done. Press this one. This is also set 300 degrees for 30 seconds. Okay. This shirt is done. We're going to set it to the side because remember my transfers are actually cold peel. Going to get the next shirt going, okay? And the goal is to get these shirts done. But can you guys see just how easy, once you receive those transfers, how easy it can truly be to get your shirts pressed and out the door? This was a game changer. I tell you, I kid you not. The minute we figured this out, it was like, uh-oh, hold on there. Hello, I'm great, thanks, how are you? I'm doing well, I'm just pressing up in order. Hello, everyone, thank you guys so much for all the follows. Thank you for tapping that screen. Thank you for the thumbs up. If I happen to miss your comment, my apologies. I will be coming in a little bit later with another live, okay? And so we'll be discussing a little bit some other things as well. So we're gonna go ahead, get this one, get the moisture removed. Do that pre-press, okay? Let's see here, I wanna lint roll this one because I don't think I did it. But it can't hurt if I'm doing it twice, right? Okay. All right. Go. Press that. That's just a pre-press. So it's this one. Put that there so I know which one it is. That. I'm gonna grab my back print for over here. Oh, no. Not the back print. Hello. The pocket print. So this one gets a pocket print. Then we'll head on over to our back print. Just aligning this how I want it. Just put that parchment paper down. You don't have to use parchment paper. You can totally use a Teflon sheet if that's what you prefer. The only thing that I would say about the Teflon is just make sure that it's not one that you've been using. So you know how earlier I said I just ordered more, right? That's why. And they had a lot of texture to them. I wasn't a fan at all. And so it was time to replace them. That's it. We're gonna let this one sit for 30 seconds. Okay, our pocket print is done over on the second heat press. Now we're going to go ahead and get our back print going. So once again, I'm going to, these shirts have a lot of lint. I'm just like, wow. So these shirts were actually provided by the customer, which I typically don't do. However, this particular customer, like, I get it. He has his special shirt that he likes. they work out in the heat. He doesn't really like a super thin shirt, so it really works for his business. It's the only reason that I take them. So heat presses, let's see. How does that press work? I haven't had any issues with it, to answer your question. I haven't had any issues. It's been pressing my transfers just fine. Which heat press is that? This is actually from Pro World. And so I have a video over on YouTube where I kind of review it. Haven't had any issues. I started with a 9x12 from Amazon, okay? I kid you not. So, and from there I went to Heat Press Nation. So the other one that you saw earlier, that's my first auto open that I purchased. So let's see. Alrighty. Get our bag print going. Make sure that's aligned, and then we're going to hit the other shirt. There we go. Okay. There. That. Okay, so we're going to set this one for 30 seconds. Yes, you are. You are able to change platens. You certainly are. Okay. Alrighty. I was like, let me make sure I actually press that one because I've been going back and forth here. But yes, I have a smaller platen that I can actually put on here. So like if you're doing like onesies or anything that may be a little bit smaller, yeah, you can change the platens out on it. Hello, hello. Thank you everyone that's joining. My apologies, I'm unable to say hello as you're entering, but we are pressing up a couple of shirts. Okay, this one is, hold on, put this here. I like to know where they go. So that shirt's done. We're gonna go ahead and throw that over there. Let it cool. Okay, and we're gonna get the next shirt going because these transfers, I put them over to the side. And the major reason why is because my transfers are actually like cool, cold peel. Okay? So you want to make sure you give them enough, you give them enough time to actually cool down before you peel. And then once you actually peel them, then you have to do a second press. But that one is 5 to 7 seconds. Super quick hit on the front and on the back. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and get this one going. Just want to remove the moisture. Right up there. Yeah, there's a lot of lint on these shirts. Huh, interesting. Interesting. That's my sheet that I had over here. There we go. Okay. Just to remove the moisture, I'm going to release this one. Bring it down. Putting on our pocket print. Okay, so we're going to be attaching our pocket print. I can't see your name. Hold on. Hey, Hope, how are you? Hello, everyone that's just coming in. I'm thinking of buying your transfers. Hey, Dees, how are you? Okay, let me know always, Grandma. Let me know if you have any questions, okay? But currently, I'm actually pressing up some of my transfers. So if you want to see them in action, here you go. So now I'm going to set this one here, okay? That one's going to go for 30 seconds. We're going to move this guy. Grab our next pocket print, okay? There we go. Boom. Place our Teflon on top. And this one's going to be set for 30 seconds. Then we're going to turn around, flip them over, and then do the backs. Her transfers and custom work is great. Thank you, David. How are you? Thank you, thank you. So this particular heat press is a 16 by 20. I'm going to say it's a semi-auto open heat press from Pro World. And I have the video where I actually reviewed it with the link to it over on YouTube. Hey, hey, hey! How are you? Thank you guys so much for following, for tapping that screen as you're coming in. My apologies once again. if I'm unable to greet you as you're coming in. But I'm just pressing up these transfers really quickly. I should have flipped this one around. I've been trying to press the correct way. I guess you could say. I've been working on it. But typically, because I'm a little bit shorter, I actually like to switch it so that the tops of my shirts are hanging off here. But I don't want to spread, you know, spread misinformation or like the wrong way to do it. So I try and show you the correct way. But typically, like for this one, it's a little bit higher for me. So I would switch it the other way, which is perfectly fine. I'm able to, you know, get them going with no issues. So let's roll this one. Oh man. There we go. Okay. Just gonna roll, roll, roll. Put this down. With our moisture. Boom. Back print is going on. And as you can see, we're just moving right along. I'm telling you, transfers changed my life, okay? When I first discovered them. Love them. Thank you guys so much for sharing the live and also following. I appreciate it. So now my other press is kind of going off over here. We're going to get this print down. This is a back print also. Okay. There we go. And that one's going to be ready to go here shortly. So, boom. All right. Go. We're going to set this to the side. Let it steep. We're going to get the next one going. Just for our pre-press. Almost done. Gonna remove that. We're gonna hit that timer there. Next shirt going to cool. And I believe this is our last. Yep, it is. Last shirt. So this was I think how many total? 11 shirts. Okay. 11. Oopsies. We're going to put our pocket print down. Okay. Use this one here. That pocket print. We're going to roll our next one so that we can get that pre-press done. And this is literally how you would just continue to do it. Roll, pre-press, press your actual transfer, boom, you're done. So it can be a really quick process. As you've seen, I started from the beginning. There we go. So now we're going to flip it over and we're going to do our back print as well. Okay. Back print. Go. What's that piece? It's my other one. A little more. Use this one. Okay, we'll get the front print on that one. Find my Dtf wands. We're going to do a quick pre-press here. Okay. Then we're gonna get our pocket print going over on this heat press. Like that. Get that set. Wait a minute, did I have a print over here? Nope, pre-press. All right. Quick pre-press. We're gonna go in with our back print. Actually, I'm gonna cut the top of this off. Let's cut this off of here. There we go. Sure, we're good. All right. We're gonna cover this with Teflon in 30 seconds. Alrighty, now we're gonna do our back print. Okay, back print going. Let's roll. Hey everyone that's just joining. Hello, hello. Thank you for the likes. Hey Squirrel Prince, how are you? My apologies if I miss you as you're entering. Alrighty, so that was our last one. I'm just gonna pull that out. Okay. We're gonna get our pre-press going over on this heat press. Hey Michigan, hey South Florida. Thank you, Alina. My day is going well. I'm actually gonna be coming back in with another live a little bit later on today. So my apologies. I missed you as you're coming in. But thank you so much, Alina. Hey, Courtney, how are you? Ooh, thank you. Thank you. How are you, CC Crafty? All right. We're going to get this last one here pressed up. Then we're gonna start peeling. I just recently started watching you. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Courtney. I appreciate that. Thank you. No, it's not a Hicks. It's not. It's from Pro World. It's from Pro World. It's their 16 by 20 semi-auto open. I'm good. How are you? I'm doing well. Thank you, Courtney, for asking. I'm pressing up some transfers. So earlier I had it panned over to my actual heat press nation heat press. So I'm going between two heat presses. So if you happen to, hey Donna over on YouTube. So if you happen to kind of see me moving from side to side, that's why. And I'm sure you can hear the beep beep beeps as well. So that one's done. So now we can let these two just cool. Okay. Just know my transfers are a warm/cold. I just say you can't go wrong if you just let it cool all the way down. Can't go wrong with that, okay? So now I have my next set, okay? The next set, we're just gonna do peels. So we're gonna peel all of them. I'm gonna start with the fronts. I'm gonna peel the fronts, okay? Then we're gonna do a quick second press, okay? Have you printed the new ways? Listen, Milky Mama, don't come over here starting that. No, I haven't, and I don't plan on it. If you guys don't know what Milky Mama over on TikTok is talking about, I posted a video of this, you know, process, which I just had questions about it, and so I posted my reaction to it over on TikTok. Hey Nashville. I'm doing the same thing. So now we're working together. That's amazing. Courtney, you inspired me so much. I've been going back and forth with starting my own business, but I'm finally doing it. So thank you, and keep doing you, girl. I appreciate that, Courtney. I really, really do. Those are the things that make me continue to post my process and continue to post inspirational, you know, videos and send you guys inspirational messages. That's why. because I do believe that it's so possible. I'm no different from any of you that are watching me right now. Okay, Squirrel Prince, listen, don't start. Don't. I was just kind of like, I mean, I suppose you definitely could do it, but anyway, we'll talk about that later. I just had questions. I'm so not wasting time on that. Me either. But I do have questions, and so I got to figure out how to get them answered, right? So let me move these. These were actual extra transfers. I thought it was 12 shirts, but it was 11. So what I'm going to do is I'm trying to get an area where you guys can actually see me peeling. Can you guys see that? Let's see. YouTube can't see. Okay, so what I'm going to do... Absolutely, Stack. Absolutely. So I'm going to show you guys where my shirts are. So you see that pile over there? Those are all of the completed shirts. Can you see them, TikTok? Okay. Okay, good. Good. Okay, just making sure. I'm just going to peel them over there, okay? So I'm going to start the peeling process over here. But I really want to do it up close and personal. So maybe I'll just peel the first one. I'll peel the first one closer, so you guys can at least kind of see what it looks like as you're peeling the transfers, okay? So this was one that we did earlier. Can you guys see that? Did you hear anything? Just saying. Okay, so we're gonna put this here. It's gonna need a second press. It's just a quick, light tap, okay? Quick tap. That's it. We're not going to go the whole full if you're doing 30 seconds. You're not going to do the whole 30 seconds. Easy, right? Super easy. There was no resistance. I was literally just using one hand. You didn't hear any crackling. Listen. This is why I wanted to show you how to actually press them up. I get a lot of questions about, you know, the quality of my prints. I realize I'm not the only transfer company out there. And so that's something that I always tell you guys. But I am very transparent, right? So what you see is what you get. My work speaks for itself. And I also have those of you in the community that shop with me that also speak for me as well. I appreciate it so much. What heat press do I recommend? Number one piece of advice, the largest heat press that you can afford. Don't be like me. Mistake number one, I ordered a 9x12 heat press. That was my very first mistake. I could have opted for a larger, but I was like, listen, I don't know if this is gonna work out. I'm not sure, right? And so I wanted to make sure that, you know, I tell you guys that if I had it all to do over again, I would go with a larger heat press. And great prices and customer service. That's what I'm talking about, David. So I wanted to show you guys this process. So you saw how easy that actually peeled. So let me bring you guys in a little bit, because now we're gonna start. Oh, YouTube, not too close, huh? But YouTube doesn't lose the visual. So I'm just doing a quick tap, 5-7 seconds, okay? Quick tap, that's it. Done. Okay, so we peeled that one. I'm gonna leave that one because what I'm gonna do next is peel the back. Okay, but while I'm doing that, because we have two heat presses, I'm gonna do the exact same thing, but this time I'm gonna peel the back. Okay, so we're gonna peel the back of the transfer. Voila, magic. Not really, it's just a transfer. But remember earlier I was telling you about that trick? Let me show you a trick. This is my little secret, okay? It's my little secret. Okay, no, it's really not a secret. I'm just kidding. It's not a secret. I was joking with another one of my fellow DTF sisters, and I said, listen, no secret, no secret. Everything that I'm doing is not a secret, okay? But here's my little secret. This is what I do. YouTube can't even see it. I'm sorry, YouTube. I use that same sheet that's the carrier sheet that you originally received your transfer on. I use the same one to do my 5 to 7 second press. You don't have to use another piece of parchment paper. Hey, t-shirt chick, you don't have to use that. There you have it. That's my secret, and I'm sticking to it. Okay? Quick tap, quick tap. Quick tap. So many questions. Hey, Elroy, how are you? I do the same. Listen, why waste the parchment paper if you don't have to? Why shave off more time of your Teflon sheet if you don't have to? Reuse these to press again, to do your second press. It's 5 to 7 seconds. Totally okay. Okay? So then we're going to flip this around. I'm going to pull this out. Okay? There we go. But I wanted to take the time to show you guys how I do each side. So I didn't want you wondering like, okay, wait a minute, hold on. How do you do this here? I want to show the whole process. Never thought of that. Yeah, it's a really great, number one, time saver, but also you want to save on your resources. So if you don't have to use that extra sheet of parchment paper, there you have it. Do you use something to measure the distance from the top of the shirt, or just eyeball on how far down up the logo design goes? I used to use rulers. Now that I've been doing it for a while, I can eyeball it. So I know what my markers are for like a pocket print. I know what my markers are for the back print as well. Did you flip the sheet over? No, I use it however you want to. So what you'll notice, the actual side that has the print on it, it feels a little bit, my transfers are glossy, number one. So when you receive them, it has a little sheen to it, okay? The opposite side is not. And so that's the area that I used. So I just put it face down on top of that design and repress it. Hey, Army Mompreneur, Crafty Station. Save wherever you can. Absolutely. That's my number one thing. Is this definitely comes with time. So Courtney, I do have some measuring, I'm trying to think, I think I have like a ruler where you can measure the front. If you look on Amazon, they have them, okay? Like, you can find them, not an issue. But that's what I was using in the beginning. I also would purchase, I don't think I have them around here. I think they're over in the DTF room. But I also have like measuring tapes, just until you get comfortable with where your placements go. But yeah, every little bit helps. Hey Tara, how are you? Okay, sending peace and blessings. Thank you, Army Mompreneur. Same for you as well. I hope everything is going well. A good printer, Kimberly. That's an actual really good question as far as like getting into DTF. How washes is the DTF good for? Everyone I know says screens are better. Well, I can't tell you that they're better than, I can't tell you that screen prints are better than my direct to films. I've used screen prints. I still use screen prints to this day. And I'm going to tell you like this, my direct to films outwork them for sure. I see you have some thread back there. That's why I told you I was living vicariously through you and the multi-needle. Look, if I pan you around, my little single needle. Hey everyone that's entering, my apologies if I missed you if you were coming in. But Elroy, I will be posting a video about this because I can tell you all day long that my stuff lasts. Like I have shirts that I printed when I first started DTF last year that are still going strong, no cracks. I don't have any issues with them, okay? But I'm going to be posting a video, and this is a customer testimonial that she received from her customers. So it's not just me telling you, right? Like, of course I can, but like, I want you guys to hear it, not from me, from someone else. So yes, that's why I'm living vicariously through you, okay? I love your personality and thank you for teaching. Absolutely, no problem. You know, I don't mind. I really don't mind. I don't mind at all. So I just removed the transfer sheet for this one, okay? And I'm just throwing it right back down. Boom, reused it, no problem. Peeled the junk fellas. Hey junk fellas, if you happen to be watching, I peeled that pocket print and we're gonna do the same thing. Quick tap, quick tap. Not a long press at all. And you don't have to worry about it like re-adhering to the design or anything like that. And it's done. It's done. Okay? Done. Done. Okay? Done. Love it. I love it. I'm telling you, this process has just, before I even discovered DTF though, I was outsourcing my prints. And once I realized how easy it was, done. I was like, oh, that's all I have to do? Easy peasy. I can do that. Okay, so we're going to do a light tap on that one. Killing this one. Going to do a light tap, then we'll flip. We'll flip them, and then we'll get the backs pressed. Okay. Try and do them simultaneously so that way I won't leave them on for too long. Hey everyone that's just entering, welcome. We were just pressing up some direct to films. So now I'm just going to pull this out while that does that. Another thing that I do, so I'm showing you different ways that you can actually do this, right? When you have that front and back print. Another thing that you can do is peel them both. There we go. Pull that out for a minute. Another thing that you can do is peel both sides and then place your sheet underneath. So when you peel, for me, the back is the larger print. So if I were to peel this back print, I would then just lay my sheet down underneath it, peel the front print, lay that sheet down, and do a double press all at once. Hello, everyone that's just entering. Do you wash and press the shirts before sending them to your customers? Absolutely not. I do not. I don't wash the shirts at all. So no, I don't. Hey, Queen, how are you? Hey, Unbiased. No, I don't, Donna. I want to get into DTF, but I'm scared of the fumes from the powder. Is that a thing? It is a thing, and you definitely need to do your research on that. You want to make sure you're in a well-ventilated area. I had someone ask me before, I don't know if it was you, Elroy, but someone said, what about the fumes when you're pressing? And you know, my rebuttal to that was, what about the fumes when you're pressing sublimation? So there are no fumes that come off of me pressing my direct to film transfers. However, there are some, right, with sublimation. So I suggest you don't stand right over the press and breathe it all in. That's my biggest piece of advice. So make sure you do your research. Hey, Seven, how are you? You're welcome. That's why I always emphasize, I share a lot, but I also expect you to verify. So of course you can trust what I'm saying because I'm going to be transparent, but at the same time you want to verify the information that I'm sharing with you. And that's for anyone that's on here showing you a process. Do your research. Yes, unbiased, absolutely. You're welcome, and congratulations on 500. If you guys don't know who Unbiased is, okay, she's on YouTube, she's in all the places. Unbiased LLC. She's on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. You better check her out because she has the multi-needle going. I saw you painting. She makes patches, you name it. So go and check her out and be sure to subscribe while you're over there, okay? Hey, BMC, how are you? Thank you so much for joining. Thanks for following, everyone. What is a DTF transfer? So a DTF transfer is the biggest benefit of having DTF is what I'll say, is that it allows you to have those multicolor prints without having to cut different colors of vinyl and then weed them and then layer them to make your design. It comes on one piece of film, one press, okay? Let it cool, peel it, do another quick tap, and you're done. So the biggest thing that I can tell you, Arlene, is that DTF transfers, they're not like paper transfers. They come on a clear film, okay? But the biggest thing is that it's going to help you upgrade your business. If you're not looking to purchase a DTF printer, I get it, right? So there's transfers that are available to you. Am I the only transfer provider? Absolutely not. However, I will tell you that my quality and my customers speak on my behalf. So I love it. Thank you so much, BMC. I appreciate it. So that's the biggest benefit. It's going to be a time saver. And how do I know that? Is because I started with vinyl. And I remember, and I don't know if my husband is in here, but he remembers also, we had to cut and weed vinyl for a week. It felt like a week. Was it a full week? Huh? For a whole week, right? And we sat it out. We had to like cover it with parchment paper. I remember this, right? I remember that. And I remember the time that it took away from us actually still investing more time in our business because we were so focused on getting this large order out. So it's not about, me selling you a product. What I'm telling you is that these transfers are the ways that you're going to save time in your business so that you can invest that time that you're saving in other activities that can help grow your business. That's my biggest thing. Thank you. Thank you, Get to Happy. You see that? Awesome quality. I love it, and my customers love them too. That's what I'm talking about. So when I tell you in my emails, and I'm going to start sharing more of this, a lot of times it feels so good when I get those messages because I can tell you all day long of how much I love them, but I'm the one selling them. So like, do you guys really want to always hear that? I want you to hear it from people that have no vested interest in my company. I want you to understand that I am very transparent. I have turned people down and said, no, that's not a good quality image. I don't want to just take your money. I'm trying to show you how to flip these transfers, flip that 8-ball and make it into something else, right? How large was the order? So this particular order, I don't remember the exact count, but I'm going to tell you it was a very large high school reunion. And I want to say it was like their 30-year reunion. But for every day, and it was a 4-day event, for every day, they had a t-shirt with a corresponding sweatshirt. For every single day. Every day. Every single day. And there were many of them. I don't remember the exact number, but if I had to guess, I would say it was at least 100. At least. But I really believe it was larger than that. Because we were weeding for days on end. And so for every day, they had a different shirt, a t-shirt that they wore during the day activities, and they had a corresponding sweatshirt that they wore during like I know one night they had like a bonfire. I know what that feels like. This was before I learned about transfers. I kid you not. This is before I learned about transfers. So I say all that to say, I'm very, very transparent, okay? Thank you, Unbiased. Unbiased is like, listen, here's the website. Let me drop the website. Yes, Squirrel Prince, it was a mess, okay? What's the best format? The best format is PNG, a PNG image, right? A good quality PNG. Or a vector file. Vectors are my absolute favorites. But a high quality PNG will give you a good print as well. I've had people email me where I had to say, unfortunately, this is not the best method of printing this particular piece of artwork. First, we need to get your design together. I don't want you to order from me if your artwork is not up to par. Message me, email me. We can help you, right? We can help you because at the end of the day, I'm not, my goal is not to, what's wrong? Huh? Oh, okay, I'll get it done. My goal at the end of the day is to ensure that you are able to use these to actually grow your business. That's my goal. My goal is not to take a thing from you. It's just to show you that, hey, it is possible to take these and actually get the return that you're looking for, okay? That's my goal here, okay? So it's just to be as transparent as possible. At the end of the day, that's what it's all about. So yeah, that's the best thing. You want to go with a PNG or a vector file, which is that .ai file, okay? In addition to that, You also want to make sure that you have a transparent background. That's one of the biggest things that we encounter, okay? A transparent background. You don't want to have a background behind your image, okay? Especially if that's not how you intend on it being printed. So I'm going to come back in because I'm going to be talking about this. We've made some adjustments to the website, number one. And I want to make sure that I'm keeping you guys informed about what I'm doing, why I'm doing it. I want to be able to speak to those things. And so, yeah, I will be coming back on and giving you a full rundown. If you've been on the website, you may have already seen some of the changes that we've made over there. Single image. Okay, Sabrina, yes, I prefer you email me. I don't just want the sale. I want this sale to work for you. Okay? I'm not just looking for a sale here. I want you to really take this and run with it with your business. That's what I did. We use transfers to grow our business. I'm not telling you something that I haven't done. And you're probably watching me as I'm doing this. Let me explain what I'm doing really quickly. I peeled both the front and the back of the shirt. And I have Teflon under here. And so what I'm doing, here's another hack, is that I just peel both and I just do a double press all at once. It's time saving, right? It's just all about, and the more you do this, the more you find these things that are going to allow you to save time. At the end of the day, that's what I'm in search of. I want my time. But let's see here. Hold on. I had another question. What time are you coming back on? I need to be on. Okay, David, I'll probably be on. I don't know. I might just run through, actually. But hold on. That's the question I want to answer right there. Single image. The single image transfer means that it's only one image on that piece of film. Okay? I also have a gang sheet option. So that's why it says single image. It's because if it says single image, it's only one image per piece of film. Huh? Yeah. He has a box, so I was just going to put them all together. Okay. Okay. Oh, I didn't want to throw that away. But that's okay. I got more. So let's get these. Let's knock those out, okay? But yeah, that's what. That was lovely. We're gonna use this thing. Here we go. Threw it away. Just kidding. But yeah, that's what that means. So if you see gang sheet, that means that you can place multiple images on one piece of film. Bow. You don't even have to do all that. You can just put them together. That. Uh-huh. Because he has a box. Here's his box. Yeah, no. So you can see the actual designs. I didn't fold them for a reason because I wanted him to be able to see the designs that are on there. All right, so let me peel these last two guys, and then I'll get right back to the questions, okay? I'll peel and do a quick press. We are going to talk about it. I'm like, where's wood coming from that table? Just kidding. Someone asked about a table. What table? Is it the one that the heat press is on? If so, these are from IKEA. Yes, Spiritware. Uh-huh. An AI file is perfectly fine. It's one of my favorites, actually. It's one of my favorites. It gives just the clearest, crispest lines ever. And I love it, but a high quality PNG can also give you an amazing quality print as well. So just keep that in mind. Let me put these over here. Teflon here. Let me see. I think I missed some messages. Okay, if I missed your comment. Oh, Squirrel Prince said, hi, husband. He said hi. I'm just waiting on my profile to be created. Did you just create a profile, Kitty, over on TikTok? There we go. That's one. Hey, taking this one. My apologies, I'm on live. Yeah. Here. Huh? I don't clean up because I got a lot of minutes. You don't have to put it that way. Just like that. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Let me write this down really quickly. Hold on. That's for him. Yeah. That's what he also knows. That's what I said. Thank you so much. But have him take a look at them and let me know. All right, let's see. Okay. Did you just create an account? That was my question, huh? Yes, ma'am, I did. Okay, let me get you access. I'm gonna go grab. First, let me clean up my workspace. Hey, world class, how are you? Let me get you access, Kivy. I'm gonna just update the list. Keep rolling them orders out. Mission almost complete. Big Sons, hello, Big Sons Lawn Care. How are you? Yes, I love that hack. Okay, so I teach you the correct way, right? But we all know as you continue to do this, you learn some ways that you can kind of save time. Because at the end of the day, if I had 100 of those shirts to press, I would peel the front and the back and then press the largest surface first. But on both of my heat presses, I have Teflon liners on both. So you want to make sure you have Teflon liners underneath or something underneath. Even if you pull off a piece of parchment paper and lay it down. Hey Marissa, happy Tuesday. Those are just some time-saving little things. But in the interim, I need to figure out where my roll of Teflon sheets are. I just ordered some. I'm looking for my logo to be used on a gang sheet to use behind tag. Oh, okay. So if you want to do a gang sheet typically for neck labels, you want to make, those are typically my 2.5 by 2.5, right? But 2.5 wide, and keep the aspect ratio of your, whatever your design is, which I can kind of see. Hey, Massive Mama. But let's see. It depends on what size you actually need that label to be. Sorry. As I'm like crumpling paper as I'm talking. But it depends on what size you need that label to actually be. So if you go with a 12 by 12 gang sheet, you know, there's a fixed number that you can get across there. If you're going with an 11 by 17 or a 13 by 19, you're going to get even more. I will have to see if I can benefit from that hack. It's very useful. Me too. Hey, Mindset Changed, how are you? Thank you guys so much for joining me. I appreciate it. So yeah, so you guys are gonna start getting twofers from me. What is the longest time you left your DTF off or not printing? Elroy, so on the weekends, I am typically, sometimes I'm here and sometimes I'm not. But even whether I'm here or I'm not, I still come, I still run my machines, and I still do my nozzle checks. So that's something that you really have to do. I think one of the reasons why I can do that is because I run my machines Monday through Friday. So I keep them running. The best piece of advice I can give you is with these DTF printers, keep them running. Hey, Impact, how are you? Yes. I love that hack. So yes, so hopefully that answered your question. But Massive Mama, if you just set up your artboard to the size of whatever size gang sheet you're interested in, you set up your artboard, and then did he? Okay. I was like, whoo! Did you tell him my apologies? I'm on live.
He said the other ones are holding up great.
Oh, did you hear that? Oh, I should have had him come in.
Yeah, he said he's been washing them twice a week.
Oh, wow. Okay, so the shirts that I just did, that gentleman was another, he ordered another batch of shirts in, I want to say March. And he said his shirts are holding up great. I wish he would have I wish he would have actually come in, because I would have loved for him to share that. Because I that's what I want you guys to hear. Like, it's, you know, I'm not selling you a product that you're gonna press and it's gonna crack. Do things happen in transit? Absolutely, but guess what we do? We correct it if needed. But that's one of the reasons why I take a lot of precautions when shipping, because it cuts down on that. Yeah, ask him if he's okay with it. If he's not, that's perfectly fine. But if he's okay with it, I would love for him to. I would love it if he could. Let me clean up my space, you guys. Look at all this mess I created, right? Oh, man. So let's see here. Hold on. I think I missed some things. Can I use a Cricut heat press to press them? I'm just in the starting stages of creating a business. So Melissa, let me ask you this question. Is it an easy press, or is it that new Cricut press that has that, you know, clamshell like appearance? If it's that one, then yes. If it's the easy press, I don't recommend. Have I had people actually tell me that they've applied things with them, even though I say not to? Yes, I have. But here's the issue. This is the real issue of why I don't advise it. It's just because at the end of the day, you want to make sure, right, that you're applying these transfers with enough pressure. So pressure is that one variable that unfortunately the easy press just cannot accomplish. Hey, Elias, how are you? So remember the junk fellas that I was just pressing out right here? Yeah. Come on in. Okay. So he just came to pick up his second order. But I want you to hear it from him, because you're working in these shirts.
Oh yeah. I mean, you can see me right now. I'm working 8 hours. Okay. I work 8 hours a day usually. You can see how dirty I am. I just finished my shift. I ripped my shirt, but you can see the back of it.
Still holding up.
I'm washing these, every week. I go through, I got 6 of them, so I'm wearing one every single day, washing them every single week.
Oh my gosh.
And you can see the quality of them.
Boom.
I don't know if you can see that.
But listen, so I'm not just saying this, right?
That's
what I love. Wait, careful with that. That's But that's one of the reasons why I wanted you to come in and let them know, because I'm like, listen, I can tell you all day long how much I love them. But I want you to hear it from my customers.
I'm a repeat customer, so I enjoy them. I recommend them out to anyone that needs shirts. I recommend them all the time to.
See? So I'm not just feeding you guys. I'm not just feeding you like some fluff. That's the truth. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you. Good to see you too. Thank you so much. I know you've been working all day, so my apologies. I know you're probably like, listen, I just want to go home. But I appreciate you so much. I was like, I'm not packing. I want him to see him. So he can know. All right. Thank you. All right, guys. Sorry about that. I was like, I love that. That's what I love. I love the actual customers. See, real-time customer review. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. I don't have anything to hide. And I'm gonna tell you why I keep saying that. I don't have anything to hide, and I operate from a place of integrity. One of the biggest ways, okay, I love being able to share. But one of the biggest things that I have an issue with, and I will not stand for, just made my profile. Okay, let me get you some access really quickly. My husband's gonna update the system, so if you created an account while you've been on live, you should have access here shortly. He's just gonna let me know. Thank you guys so much for joining. So one of the things that I'm gonna tell you I absolutely stand behind, it's my integrity and it's my name. I don't play about either one of those. I mean, there's a whole list of things that I don't play about, but when it comes to this business, my name and my integrity. That's one of the reasons why I don't do a lot of product reviews. If I don't feel like it's a useful product, if I don't feel like it's something that's going to benefit anyone that's a part of this community, I don't share. And I don't care. I don't care who doesn't like that. If I don't believe in the product, I'm not showing it. Okay, so that's number one. So any product that I bring to my platform, okay, website is updated, everyone. So I want you guys to be very clear. Any product that I bring to any of my social medias is because I actually believe in it. So this heat press, I actually believe in it. If I didn't, I wouldn't show it to you. I wouldn't talk about it. I would have sent it back. Okay, that Epson printer that I talked about, I love Epson products, and that's why I share, right? If it wasn't worth me sharing with you guys, I would not have shared that information, right? And so that is my biggest thing. I operate with integrity. The same thing goes for my business. That's a whole vibe. I'm just telling you, like, I have to be very clear. It's like, allow me to reintroduce myself, okay? My name is Claudia, okay? And I'm the proud owner of Pink's Teas and Things. And one thing that I don't do is operate from a place that's not of integrity, okay? Okay? I don't catch your lives often, but I'm so glad I'm here today. I'm so glad you are. I'm new here. How do I sign in? So, Lizette, have you created your account over on my website? Hey, Claudia. That's another Claudia. Hey, Ladybug. But one of the things, that's one of the reasons why I don't do a lot of product reviews, is because if I don't really know the product, if I don't see how it could work for any of us, I'm not interested, right? But in addition to that, I don't play about the products that I produce. I believe in the quality that I'm offering. But I also have a lot that I've had to tweak on our website. And here recently, if you're going in and you're looking for customs, I have things that are absolutely creative fit. I have new areas that you need to make sure that you're paying attention to. And this is all based on some recent experiences, which is why I'm so passionate about speaking about this right now. Okay? I want to make sure that you guys know and that you feel as if I'm being as transparent as possible about the quality of my products. If I turn you away, it's for a reason. But that should also speak volumes. That means that I'm not looking just to make $1 off of you. I want you to have a product that you can then turn around and sell to your customers. That's the purpose, right? Okay, that is the purpose. But you're very welcome, Creative Fit. You're very welcome. Hey, Customs, how are you? Right? So, like, it doesn't serve me to just sell you anything. And it doesn't serve me to take your order if your artwork is not ready. And so please don't take that as me being not wanting to fulfill your order. That's not what that's about. It's about getting you the best quality print, which is why we offer things like design services. Or I'll do you one even better. You don't even have to use our design services, right? Reputation is everything, Spirit Wear, and that's why I said I have to talk about this, because I have a lot of people that are new here, that are just encountering me. That's why I have my customer come in. That's why I'm going to continue to post my customer reviews. It's not to brag, it's to show you. I can say, listen, my products are amazing, but my customers, those voices, I want you to hear them because they're speaking to the quality, right? Right or wrong? You know what I mean? If you understand what I'm saying, drop a 1. Can I just get a 1 real quick in the comments if you're understanding what I'm saying right now? Hey, Wanaka, how are you? Would you help us correct it and make it right? Absolutely, BMC Vibes. Absolutely. 100% I will. Thank you. Okay, 1. Okay. 1. Yes. Okay. So everybody with me? Okay. So I just want to make sure that I'm being transparent and clear in what I'm saying. Okay, I see you guys with the 1s. I'm not the 1 exclamation point. I'm done. Who is that? WM Morris. I love it. But that's what it's all about. I just want to make sure that you feel as if you're getting a high quality product. And so if you email me and I tell you, you know what, I think this is probably either not the best candidate for DTF, or I suggest we have some artwork, done here. We have this worked on a little bit. Before you actually submit your order, please don't take that as I don't want your order. I would love to be able to help you, but it's about actually making sure that I'm giving you a product that you can then turn around and sell to your customers, right? Right? that's my goal here. The goal is to help you save time so that all you have to do is press those orders and get them out to your customers. That's what that's all about. But you don't even have to use our design services. You can find your own artists if you want, right? I mean, have any of you ever used Fiverr? Fiverr is an amazing resource if you need help with your artwork. You okay there? My husband is cutting away over here. I'm like, you okay there? Okay, but Fiverr is an amazing resource. There are designers that you can reach out to, you know, directly, not even through Fiverr. I mean, through things like Instagram. With those, you have to kind of be a little bit careful, let me be honest and transparent, right? But that's the biggest thing, is I want to make sure that you understand what you're getting. I want you to make sure you're making the right decision to purchase transfers. And so that's why I say, if you have a question, yes, they absolutely can vectorize. Absolutely. Listen, Spirit, he is going over there, okay, with this cutter, which is fine. But he like swung it back. He had a whole little system. But it's perfectly fine as long as you get your artwork up to our requirements. As long as it meets our requirements. That's my biggest thing. Another thing, we have a lot of questions, and we've had people here recently. When you submit your artwork, please tell us what you want your measurements to be. Please do. Please do. And so now we've implemented a system where before you can place an order, you're going to have to go to certain spots on the website. And number one, I want you to understand my processing time. Okay, so if it's a ready-made design, meaning it's a design that you haven't had to upload, it's already on my website, that's 1 to 3 business days. That's not including weekends, and it's not including holidays. So be mindful of that. For customs, it's 5 to 7 business days. And so that's also not including weekends and not including holidays. Okay? So make sure you're paying attention to those things. If it is a holiday, on the very main page of my website, so when you go to www.pinksteesandthings.com, there is a pink banner at the top. I'm sorry, is it black banner? Black banner at the top with pink writing. It will keep you up to date. That's where I put all of my updates. So if there's an update in processing time, if you're ever wondering, is this accurate? That banner is always accurate, and it's going to speak to our processing time. Okay? It's going to tell you if our offices are closed for the holidays. So those of you that have been joining me on this 100 days of lives, you already know. Last week I wasn't here. It wasn't a holiday. Okay? But I wasn't feeling well. And so my biggest thing was, let me make sure that I protect my shop and I don't go in there until I know what's going on with me. Okay, we all know what I'm talking about here. Okay? And so I wanted to make sure that I was good before I came back to the shop. Well, guess what? I'm also alone during those days. And so I wasn't feeling well. And so I stayed away from the shop. Guess what? That is what small businesses are all about. A lot of us are working alone. So when we're out, guess what? Nothing gets done. Luckily, we were already kind of at a point where we were ahead of schedule. But this is just me being honest and transparent with you guys. That's why I wasn't on. So if you sent me an email, you got to reply this week because I wasn't here, right? It happens. But if you're looking for up-to-date information, that banner on my main webpage is always updated. So it will tell you we're closed these days in observance of whatever it is, whatever holiday we're observing. It will be there in the banner. When it comes to processing time, it's going to be on that home page of my website. Always. Even in the description of whatever transfer you're looking for. I'm feeling much better, which is why I'm back actually. And thankfully it wasn't what I thought it was. But it's just one of those things where I try and we try and keep things as updated as possible. But I want to make sure I'm giving you the information of where things are. So if you look at that main banner, always up to date. In the description of whatever transfer you're purchasing, it also directs you right back to that home page for processing time. Okay? Now your processing time is the time that it takes us to actually get your order printed. If it's a custom, to look at your artwork, make sure it's up to par. If it's not, I'm going to email. If you don't email me back, it will be printed the way you actually uploaded it. And so now that is an additional item that you have to check out before you have to check that little box before you can actually check out. Why is that? We're giving you 7 days to get back to us with your artwork. And these are things that my policy is to print whatever you upload. But remember, we're talking about you being able to turn a profit. So when you upload a custom, please ensure that you put your my husband. So please make sure, my husband was running my machine while I was out. So please make sure that you actually put the dimensions. You actually put the dimensions of the artwork that you're placing in this, that you're uploading to the website. So if you're ordering a 12 by 12 and you want that image to be 11 by 10, make sure you put that in there. That's really important. That's going to help us ensure that we're printing your artwork correctly, right? And ultimately, I just want to go through this so that if you have any questions, you can ask them while we're on live. Big things. I've taken away the box where I've asked what color shirts you're placing them on. I'm trying to make this as seamless, but also very clear on the things that we need to for sure know prior to printing your order. Okay? But most importantly, before you place that order, I want you to make sure you understand. And I just had to revise this because I said, you know what? This is too wordy, and clearly there has been some misinterpretation of what our return policy is. If you are ordering customs, unfortunately, there are no returns. I can't turn around and resell that, right? And so when it comes to our transfers, unfortunately, you cannot actually return them. If we print what you uploaded, if there was an issue with the print, and let's say it was on our end, we gladly will replace them. However, I will no longer be accepting any returns. I will no longer hold on to orders for more than 7 days if we've sent out emails. Okay? If I've sent you an email, the onus is on you to actually check your email as well. And so if it's been 14 days since I've heard from you, I don't want to and this is why I say this, I don't want to hold on to your order. I would much rather get you what you need to get your order shipped out to you, because in my opinion, you should have customers that are waiting for these things, right? Right? And so now our policy is we will only wait for 7 days for you to respond. But keep in mind, my processing time is 5 to 7 on customs. So if it's taking you longer than 7 days, you cannot then turn around and say, but you went outside of your processing time. Because I didn't. I contacted before. You will get an email, and it'll be in all caps, because we realized that our urgent emails, when we're asking about artwork, weren't being seen. So the minute we turned them into all caps, it was like, oh wait, hold on, I need to read this, right? So it's not us yelling, it's, kid you not, changed our response time. But we're now only allowing you 7 days before we print what's in our queue. I just feel like that's only fair, right? And I don't want you to say I'm trying to, take your money, or I'm stealing from you. I'm not doing any of those things. And so I want to be as transparent as possible. There's no way I would have built up, okay, my presence on all of these social media platforms just to scam or fraud someone, try and scam someone out of their money. That's not what I do. That's not what I do. I wouldn't show up here every day. And if that's what you've gotten over these 30 days of live, I need you to go back and rewatch my lives. because you will see I am very transparent. And I don't have anything to hide. When it comes to this business, I share with you my ups and downs with DTF. I've shown you, me actually printing in my room. Hey, how are you, me creatively? And so I wanted to have this conversation because we're family, right? And so at the end of the day, we as family can talk about these things. We can talk about processing time. We can talk about when we actually send an order out, making sure, right? Making sure that our artwork is up to par. If it's not, email me so that we can work on it. Absolutely, David. Email me so that we can work on your artwork. I want you to get the best quality print. So no, I'm not in the business of just accepting your money and printing, right? And so this is something that I didn't really plan on sharing, but I want to share because I want you guys to understand. This is not and I think the problem is on social media, there are so many scams out there that people automatically jump to a scam. The minute they don't feel like, you're not listening to me or I'm not giving you the answer that you want. It's not personal if I say, I don't think your artwork's the best candidate, so let's work on it. That's not personal. I mean, you guys tell me, does that sound like a personal attack on someone? If I say, hey, I don't think your artwork is the best quality for printing right now, but I can help you get it up to par. So drop it in the comments. Do you think, yes or no? Does that sound like a personal attack? I love honesty. Thank you. And I love being honest. That's the thing. There are, and I ran into one here recently. The work was horrific. And that's what I realized. I realized there are a lot of people. Not at all. Thank you, Donna. No. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Lizette. There are some people that are out here, and I get it. They're everywhere. Listen, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. But I am not here to do that. Okay? I'm not here to do that. I'm only here to provide you with an opportunity to save time in your business. Okay? Grow your business and use that extra time that you're saving to continue to grow your business. Right? It's the best policy. And so I want you to be confident. If you have any question, I prefer you email me. Instead of placing that order, email me. Email me. Because once that order is placed, if for any reason you need to cancel, I'm only offering store credit. And so I want to be very clear on that. I don't want it to be misconstrued. I don't want you to think that I'm stealing from you. Do you know how many times when I've shared this. I just shared it while I was pressing. Thank you guys so much for the follows. One of the biggest things when we first learned about transfers, we realized how much time we could save, right? But guess what? I'm not going to get tired of you, David, at all. Not at all. Not at all. But guess what? In the process of learning how to properly submit my orders, we had a lot of hiccups. Right, honey? We had a lot of hiccups. We had a lot to learn. We went from a place where we were using SVGs to cut files. Okay, then you look at sublimation. Well, I don't have to worry about a background with sublimation. You know what I mean? A white background is nothing with sublimation, right? Right? Thank you for the likes, everyone, and for tapping that screen. I appreciate it. But do you know how much money we actually wasted when we were first learning how to order transfers, to the tune of like $300 worth of transfers? Oh, look at, unbiased. Not the email address. I can't. Check your email. Okay. I love it. Thank you, unbiased. Thank you. But yes, that's, I've been there. I'm speaking from a place of experience. And so that's one of the reasons why that's now a checkbox. That you understand that. That's our policy. If there's any question, I would prefer you email me. That's it. That's it. And so I wanted to take this time to really kind of break it down, because I know that I'm also talking to some people that have never seen me live before. And so, hey, welcome. But if you happen to feel like you're getting any value from what we've talked about today, please consider hitting that thumbs up button over on YouTube. And then over on TikTok, tap that screen and let me know you're listening. You too, Instagram. Hey, Susan, how are you? Just joined your email. Okay, Lizette, do you have access already, or did you just create your account? And thank you so much for creating your account. But I'm someone that operates from a place of integrity, and I want you guys to understand that. And I want to be as transparent as possible. This is not me not giving you the answer that you may want to hear. It's not a personal dig. It's not me trying to scam you. Okay? It's me just being honest. Just create it. Okay, I'll get you access here in a second, okay? I'm just being honest with you. And so I would hope that you would prefer that I be honest with you and say, hey, let's work on the artwork first. Even if it's not with me. Even if it's not with me, find a designer that can work on your artwork. I don't mind. I'm just not in a place where I want to give you items that you're not going to be able to sell, right? Because due to artwork, I'm not in that space, and I don't operate from that place. If I felt like, you know, it's not a good candidate, I'm going to tell you that. And so there's some of you that understand, and we either work on the artwork, or you say, hey, let me talk to my designer and get them to fix this. Whatever the case may be, I want to make sure that I'm getting you a good quality. Are your DTFs listed as transfers on your site? So on my site, I have ready-mades, I have customs. So those are the titles that you'll see. Ready-mades. Ready-mades are designs that are already uploaded to my website, and you're just literally saying, I want one of those. Okay, so with the ready-mades, it's holiday specific, it's gender specific. It just depends on what you're looking for. And then I also have a customs section as well. Thank you, Susan. I believe in being transparent. And at the end of the day, there's no reason for me at the end of the day to just take your money. And I know that your artwork is not up to par. That's not me. And if that's what you're looking for, if you're looking for someone that's just going to take your order and say, yes, absolutely, with no rebuttal, that's not me. I may not be the right place for you. And I'm okay with that. But I want you to understand, I'm always going to communicate. And so if I send you an email, if you've submitted a custom, and I've sent you an email, just make sure you get back to me and let me know what's going on, you know? Thank you, David. It goes a long way. You know, I really hope so. What's going on? Yeah, go ahead. You make me happy. Thank you for being real. Get stellar designs. Thank you. I appreciate that. You know, I just want to be honest, you know, and that's my biggest thing. I want you to understand, like, I don't have anything to hide when it comes to my transfers. And so that's why I said you're gonna see me out dropping videos where I'm showing you, this is what y'all are saying. David, you're gonna be in a video because you definitely left reviews. Right? Christina, who normally joins me over on Instagram, you will be in a video because you're dropping reviews. And I don't want you to think that I'm saying I'm without any fault. What happens to these transfers when they're traveling? Sometimes I don't know what happens. I'm gonna be honest. And you guys have packed orders with me. So don't think that I'm saying, listen, if something goes wrong, I can't help you. No. If it goes wrong, we're gonna correct it. Let me plug up this phone because IG, y'all are about to lose a little, there we go. We're gonna plug you up, get you some battery power going. Hey, Lifestyle Jones, how are you? Thank you so much for following. I appreciate it. But those are the things that I wanted to talk about because I wanted to be as honest and transparent as possible. Gang transfer for Arlene. A gang transfer allows you to place multiple images. So you see this here. If this were a 12 by 12 transfer, right? This is a single image, just one image. A gang sheet would allow you to place, if you want to do pocket prints, and this were your 12 by 12, disregard the actual image that's here. But if you were doing a 12 by 12 with 3 by 3 pocket prints, right? You can place as many of these as you want along this piece of film, all over the film. Even if this were, let's say, a 4 by 4, as many 4 by 4 images as you could place on this one piece of film, that's what a gang sheet is. It kind of brings down the cost, especially when you're thinking about, buying pocket prints individually. Yes, you absolutely can. I've done it, okay? It's a time saver. But once I realized I could do gang sheets, especially in the beginning of my journey, I was ordering gang sheets, especially when it comes to neck labels, pocket prints. Those are easy ways to save money on those things. So, you know, I mean, that's what it, yes, David said yes. So hopefully that answers your question, Arlene. If not, drop your next question below there, okay? But hopefully you guys feel as if, you know, I've answered your questions. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them. Made a customer account. Okay, let me grab my laptop really quickly so that I can get you guys access. You're welcome, Arlene. I want to make sure, I hope I am explaining it as clearly as possible, but that's the best visual I can give you. hey Sparkles handbags, how are you? On your way. Next for me. I cannot. I love it, David. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let me know if you have any questions, but let me go grab my laptop really quickly. So shop Namaste. How are you? Do you offer wholesale? I do not offer wholesale because I don't require a license. But what I do offer is bulk order pricing. And now those tiers, thanks to an update from Shopify, should automatically apply to your cart depending on how many transfers. I forgot to talk about that. How many transfers? So thank you for asking that question. Depending on how many transfers you're actually ordering. So our bulk order pricing is on a tier system. So 50 to 99 transfers is 10% off. 100 to 149, 15% off. 150 and up, 20% off. And so those will actually apply to your carts automatically. I'd love to order. I got scammed out of, oh, see, that's what it is. I knew that's what it was. I'm like, I feel like it's because people have had bad experiences. And so while I don't take it personal, I do like to be able to explain and definitely kind of shed light on transparency. Give you guys the real deal of what's going on here and how we operate. So that is very disheartening that you got scammed out of $1,600. That's hurtful to hear. I mean, just to hear that is like, whoa. But I get it. If you have any questions though, please feel free to message me. Unbiased, who's over on YouTube, actually dropped it over on YouTube, but you can also send an email to Claudia at pinksteesandthings.com. So Claudia at pinksteesandthings.com. I would love to be able to help you if I can, you know, so feel free to message me. You're welcome, and I'm so sorry to hear that. Those are the stories that I don't like hearing. And so, you know, I've had a few where it's been like, I'm in a bind now because I've received these orders, or I had someone share with me that they purchased what they thought were direct-to-film transfers, and it turns out, unfortunately, they were actually printable vinyl transfers. And I'm not talking eco-solvent. I'm talking like Avery sheets. Not even 3G opaque. I think they were actually Avery sheets that were printed on and passed off as direct-to-film transfers. So I get that there are people out there that unfortunately are just not honest, but I'm just not one of them. So, I'm just trying to be as transparent as possible, but if I can help you, I would love to be able to help you. Just feel free to reach out to me. Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Kit Kat, thank you so much for following. I appreciate that. Hey, Kayla, how are you? How are you? I heard you mention Procreate. Oh, thank you for the roses over on TikTok. Thank you. I can tell you're honest and transparent. Thanks again for answering questions. Absolutely, no problem at all. And thank you for shopping, Naomi. I appreciate that, and for the roses. Let's see. Oh, roses. Thank you. Do you have any guidelines as far as DPCI or color profile to submit? So the biggest thing for me, CYMK, number 1 for the color profiles, and then 2 for the DPI or DPI is 300. Just Procreate, now I'm not as familiar with Procreate. I typically use Adobe Illustrator. And you know, Canva, which makes me feel like a designer, but but those are the ones that I typically use. Does Procreate allow you to save with the transparent background with a 300 DPI? Okay, and does the image, are you actually able to save the image as a PNG? So let's see, I'll wait for your answer on that. Yes, okay, alrighty. Okay, so it's almost like Photoshop. I've been wanting to try it because I know you can get it on, what is it, your iPad? And so I've been really kind of eager to learn it, but at this point, it's kind of like, fortunately, I have to take a back seat to some other things that I'm trying to learn. Yes and yes. Okay, good. I love honest people. You know, it's, you know, like I said, I can share with you. I share with you the good. I share with you the bad. It's like I told you, I ordered a 9x12 heat press, and I love her to death, right? And not getting rid of her. Thank you for the roses, Naomi. I appreciate it. I love her to death, but it's like I told you, I feel as if this is just, it wasn't a good purchase. It just wasn't. It wasn't a good purchase. Let me see if I can get this website updated. Hey, hon, are you in the office? Oh, okay. So if you create an account while I'm on live now, thank you, ants, ladybugs. Hello, roses. Hey, Stacy Quilts, how are you? So because of that, I wasn't able to launch on Friday my new designs, but I will have them coming this week. So keep that in mind as well. Thank you so much for sharing the live. Thank you for tapping that screen as you're coming in. Arlene, your account should be active. Everyone should be active. Hey, Diane Robinson, how are you? Fairy Dust 1. Okay, thank you for joining. So yeah, because I was out last week, the remainder of last week, I wasn't able to get my designs up. So that's coming this week as well. Welcome, Mommy Pickle. How are you? Thank you for joining. Let's see. Gidrun, did you just create your account or have you tried to log in? For my own designs, I've used either Canva, Adobe. I also source prints from places like Etsy, private designers, you name it. Yeah. Oh, iPad Air. Yeah, so I don't know. I just don't know Procreate as well. I don't. But like I have Photoshop, Illustrator. Canva is actually pretty good when it comes to certain things, you know. But I love Illustrator. That's kind of like, that's my favorite. Hey, T-shirt Museum, how are you? Hey, So Crafty, how are you? I didn't see you come in. Hey, So Crafty. Oh, you know what they call me on these social media streets. Hey, So Crafty, how are you? Thank you for joining. Hey, Crazy Kirby Tees, how are you? Thank you guys so much for joining. So one of the things that you're gonna see is that I will be doing 2 first to try and make up for the time that I've lost in my 100 days of live challenge. And then did I tell you guys, my daughter's also gone again on another adventure. She's booked and busy this summer. Can I download the Illustrator for iPad? So if you have an account with Adobe, I have, I don't know if you can do Illustrator, but I know they have like a light version. I've never looked for Illustrator, but I know they have their phone version for Photoshop. Yep. And also, what is it? Oh, oh gosh, what is it? Photoshop and their editing software. What's it called? What's that editing software called? Premiere Pro. Yeah. Premiere Pro. So they may. Are you on 3 platforms concurrently? Yes, I am. I'm on all 3. So YouTube here. Hey, TikTok. Hey, Instagram. So yes. But once, if you have an account, you don't have to pay for them in separate places. So like I'm able to use them on my computer, which is how I initially signed up. And then I was able to download them on my phone, but I don't have to pay for that. So yeah, but I love it. I love that. But I've never looked for Illustrator. That's a good question. I don't know. Hey, Dad Flights, how are you? Did you get your transfers? And how do you feel about them? I want to know. I want to know. You're welcome, Naomi. You're very welcome. So everyone should have access. Anyone that just created your account, if you don't have access, when I hop off, feel free to message me. But I want to come in and show you guys live me pressing an order of t-shirts that I had using my direct-to-film transfers. And so I wanted to show you how easy it is to press and get them out the door. It's just that simple. I can't wait to get my order. I'm excited. I'm excited for you, David. I can't wait because listen, you have a whole plan going, and that's exactly how. That's why I think it's so hilarious that when people are excited about their transfers, I love it. Hey, I'm good. I hope you are. I love them. I tagged you in a video on TikTok. Okay. I'll head over to TikTok after I hop off of here so I can see. Let's see. As in screen printing. So visit, I don't know. Let's see. Visit, did I pronounce that correctly? For DTF, do you have a CPSIA tracking label requirement as in screen printing? No, I do not. No, I do not. Can't wait to get my order. I can't wait for you, David, to receive your order. Hey, Suzanne, how are you? Yes, so I will head over to TikTok and take a look at that as soon as I hop off. But I wanted to show you guys exactly what it looks like. This is my process. So I showed you over, and this will be available for those of you that are on Instagram and TikTok. This entire live will be available over on YouTube. I repost my lives. I may kind of repurpose a little bit of content for TikTok and Instagram, but for the most part, all of my lives are also over on YouTube. So if you want to see how I went through the process, you're so joyful, just call me Alicia. Hey, Alicia. Thank you. So let's see, what was I going to say? Oh, so I showed you the different methods. So first I started with, this is how you press a direct-to-film transfer. And then I went to, but if you want to know how I do it, here's my edited version, right? And so you see the different ways that I press my transfers, how you do those front and back prints, just to ensure that you're getting good pressure, time, and also you want to make sure your temperature is good. When you receive your transfers, you always receive pressing instructions. So one of the things that I will tell you when you're pressing, start with the lowest heat setting. So if you're going to start at the lowest heat setting, make sure you extend that time. So you're not going to press at the lowest for the shortest amount of time. You're just going to extend your time, but use those sample packs to your advantage. That's the key to figuring out what your settings are for your heat press before you start using the transfers that you've purchased, okay? What's the distance? Exactly, I don't know, but I can tell you typically on t-shirts, one of the things that I look for when you flip that t-shirt over, well, let me start with the front. With the front, it's 3 fingers for me. 3 fingers from the actual neckline. So I go about 3 fingers down. Now with larger sizes, you have to kind of adjust that as well. But 3, well, okay, sorry. Come on in. Go ahead. I heard the, go ahead. For my husband, it's 2 fingers. For me, it's 3, okay? I always have to point that out. I'm doing well. God is good. What's your name, Unbiased? Okay. Alicia said, what is your name, Unbiased? Are your transfers cold or hot? They are cold, cool peel, cold peel. So on the front is 3 fingers. When I flip my t-shirt around, typically you can actually see the imprint of that front neckline on the back. And I go right underneath that front neckline. That's where I typically place my center. I probably should have a t-shirt to kind of show you, but at any rate, that's how you do it. I didn't want to answer for her, but for Unbiased, it's Rachel. So yeah, so that's kind of how I do it. Those are kind of my tips and tricks. When it comes to pocket prints on t-shirts, I kind of come straight down. What? Oh, sorry. Here you go. These are thicker, huh? Sorry. But those are kind of like the little tips and tricks that I use when it comes to placement. For my t-shirts, I know with my pocket prints, you have to come down. It's almost like I used to have laser. For those of you that are just kind of starting your t-shirt business and you want to get comfortable with the placement, I used to use a laser. I've used, let me show you these little things here, which actually you probably need to go check out Amazon to see if they have them, because, you know, it's Prime Day. It's Friday. I hope my little next week with pinkies are in here. They might not. But you guys, it's the next week. I don't remember. Did I get rid of them? Bam.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for, remember those little neck rulers I had? It's been so long since I've used them. I thought they were. I don't see them. But at any rate, it's, ooh, hey, Nacho Taco, when are you coming back to the IE, man? Yes. Look, come on. He was just on Instagram.
Oh, man.
I'm loving all the information. You're welcome, BJ Styles. I don't know where those rulers are. If I can find them, I'll do a quick video or I'll post a story or something so that you know what's going on. But anyway, they're these little neck rulers, and if you search them on Amazon, they'll come up. You'll see them on Amazon. But I used those initially, and they come in different sizes, like adults, youth. I want to say it was like adult, youth, toddler, maybe. Don't quote me, but I kind of know my placements now, like to where I don't have to. Did I miss someone? Sorry. I'm loving all the information. Okay, I want to make sure I said hello. I don't know where they are. I don't know. I have to find them, and then I'll post like a quick video. Yes, Amazon. Amazon definitely has them. I should also have them. I think they're linked. I want to say they're linked in my bio. Hey, Ambition, how are you? So let's see here. Do I offer bulk order on customs? I absolutely do. You tell me, Ambition. Look, I'm waiting on you. Okay, I'm waiting on you. Don't try and play me. Free 99, that's my favorite. Listen, if it's free 99, it's more than likely for me. But yeah, whenever you're available, Ambition, let's do it. Absolutely. Absolutely. But to answer your question, Gid, I do offer bulk order. It's an automatic discount. You, Jesus. Shopify did that update. Yeah, I need to talk to you, Ambition. I do. I have some questions. But what was I going to say? Shopify did an update. So now those discount codes should be automatically applied. So if you place, let's say there's different tiers. Now remember that. I did talk about that. There's different tiers. So if once you apply X amount of transfer, so let's say you're going with 100. Once you hit 100, you enter tier 2. The discount should automatically apply to your cart. Thank goodness Shopify made that change. I am so thankful. Let's see here. Prosperously Pink. Ooh, I'd love to learn. Absolutely something beautiful. I'm telling you, there's so many different like little tips and tricks that you'll learn as you kind of go throughout this journey, you know. All praises, thank you, no problem. But message me if you have any questions. The only thing that I do ask, if you're on TikTok, you can. I'm on nights this week. Okay. Well, let me know. What day are you available? Whatever day you're available. Let me see. Wait. Let me see. I'm available any day this week, except for Saturday and Sunday. I'm not available. But next week, if the weekend works best for you, then we can do next week. Just let me know. Let's see here. But yeah, you're very welcome. But that'll automatically apply. I like that name, Prosper. Hey, MD Crafts, how are you? Oh, roses. Hey, Niels, how are you? Niels Custom Creations. But yeah, let me know. But yeah, I appreciate you guys just for joining me as I showed you how I pressed up, and you guys saw me as I was pressing them in real time with you. Of course, I started talking, and so towards the end, it got a little bit longer, but if I weren't, I would have knocked those out so quickly. Which DTF printer do I have? Currently, I have Epson 7890s. That's what I have. Hey, Jackie, how are you? But I've had, hey, how are you, Manny Lee? Hey, Manny Lee Designs. But I've had the P800. I've also had the, 7880. Epson 7880 was another DTF printer that I had. And then I kind of settled on the 7890. Love them. Don't have any problem with any of the other ones, but it was just, I was looking for speed. So each upgrade was speed-based. Homegirl Collective, hey girl, hey, how are you? Hey, Mama Key, thank you for the likes and for joining. I did have another question. Anyone that does DTF in the room, do any of you have experience with an STS DTF printer? I had someone that messaged me, and I'm just not familiar with the printer, but if you would be willing to kind of share your review of the printer thus far with someone that's interested, I would love it if you would message me and just let me know. But I'm not familiar. So that's another thing. I don't give out information that I don't have any experience in, but I will typically find someone for you. It just may sometimes take me a little bit of time to get it together. Hey, Mama Key, how are you? Hey, Ravina, thank you for joining. Thank you for the likes, Homegirl Collective. You're welcome, Alicia. You're very welcome. I appreciate you. Yeah, I just watch your embroidery videos, and I just drool. I'm like, oh my God, look at all those embroidery machines. Like, I'm living vicariously through you guys that do embroidery. So Squirrel Prince, I don't know if you're still on here, but I love watching that. Hey, Mama Six, how are you? Hello, Beyond Differently Labeled. I love that name. Wait, Beyond Differently Abled. I love that name. Oh, wow. Huh? Yeah, what's wrong? Huh? Oh, this one? Yeah, let me see. I'm not even in your industry, but you so inspire me. Thank you, Homegirl Collective. I appreciate it. You know what? You don't have to be in my industry. I'm talking about stuff I'm not just talking about DTF specific stuff. It's like when we do business, you want to make sure you have transparency in whatever you're doing, right? You want to make sure you're being transparent with your customers, because ultimately that's what turns into return customers, at the end of the day. That's what I do, trying to get the courage to do videos. It's very, I know that it's nerve-wracking, I'm going to be honest. I am a talker, and I will tell you, and I've shared this story, you may not have been on the live, but I typically talk about this. My first time going live on TikTok, I was terrified. I didn't know what to say. I was stumbling over my words. I was like, child, all I can do is wipe this table with this alcohol. That's all I can do. That's all I can do. I was just like, hey, hey. It was really strange because I'm used to talking to people in real time, even if it's like via Zoom. Like I can still see your face. Versus on TikTok, I was like, I don't have the words, and I'm not that person. So it is nerve-wracking. It definitely is. Even over on YouTube, when I moved to YouTube, it was because of TikTok that I started my YouTube channel. That was nerve-wracking. I don't know how to edit. I'm thinking to myself, what am I supposed to do with this video? You guys want a room tour? Really? Like, where am I supposed to post this? And so YouTube was the recommendation from TikTok. I ended up going over there and I was like, I don't know how to edit. What is this thumbnail? What is it with these tags? What am I? The YouTube ain't YouTubing. I don't know what to do. Like, I'm confused. And so luckily I stuck with it. I always make the joke that the first video, which was that I had just redone my spare bedroom in my home, and I shared that video. That was my first video on YouTube. And I had a channel, of course. I had a channel, but it was for viewing. It wasn't for posting. But my very first video, I started and I quit the exact same day. Okay, so don't laugh at me, Diane. This is real talk. Rachel, you know, okay? You know what I'm talking about over here. It's a completely different, it was just a different realm for me, like learning YouTube, and I'm still learning, but I'm just committed to trying to get better. So, you know, this particular month, my goal is to not only go live, but to also start posting actual videos. So, you know, you guys are coming along on the journey. Do I know everything? No, but if I don't, I do the research and I ask questions and, you know, I just do the best that I can, right? You're so sweet. Thank you for watching my videos, loving your lives. Thank you, So Crafty. You know, I've just been, oh man, I've been enjoying the lives a lot. It's given me just this opportunity to share more of a behind the scenes view, more than you can get out of watching let's say a 7-second short film video that I post on Instagram or TikTok. It's really your opportunity to it's like you're working with me. So it's like me bringing you along. So I'm happy to hear that you're enjoying the lives. I was really worried that it would seem very redundant, but at the end of the day, it is what I do, and so I want to share that as much as possible. Your energy inspired my creativity. You are very welcome, David. I appreciate you. I love the fact that you're so excited about your transfers, and now you have all these ideas, and you're like, okay, now I need neck labels. Now I want to do this, and I'm like, okay, I love it. I'm here for it. Let's go. I'm in the nail industry and so scared to show my face. Not as pretty as you. I'm terrified. First of all, we're gonna take that and we're gonna stop. Okay, because here's the thing, and here's the beauty of what I would say is social media and what I learned, right? It's not about necessarily you showing up as someone other than yourself. You showing up as you because you're in the nail industry, who you're speaking to, right? Who are you talking to? Are you talking to customers? Are you also teaching in the nail industry? So you're providing some tips? Are you showing your customers how to take care of their nails? That's more valuable than like what you look like. Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, really, people are not looking for perfection. There's been a shift. They are not looking for perfection. They're not looking for, oh my gosh, you have to look X, Y, and Z way, right? It's about what are you adding to your industry? What can you bring to your industry? How can you help your customers? Those are the things that are very important. But is it scary? Absolutely, it's scary. But here's the thing that I want you guys to understand. What's going on?
Is this the person that needed it by Saturday?
That's her, but she has
This was a rush.
another order.
This was different from this one?
Yeah, I think so. Wait, hold on. What's today? What's today say? Is that right? The 12th? Yeah, that is it. Yeah, that's it.
This one is
That's it.
Saturday?
Yeah. She needs it Saturday. Yeah. Let's see. But yeah, so what I did in the beginning, and I'm sorry if I'm missing your questions, I will go back and answer them. Hey, Sydney, I'm glad you finally caught me live. But let me tell you something. When I first started on TikTok, it was because of my daughter, number one. So shout out to my daughter. I don't know if she's on the live. I don't think so. But, you know, she's out living her best life. So anyway. But let me tell you, I started with voiceovers. I wasn't really into it either. I didn't see the value in showing my face. I didn't see the value in any of that. And so TikTok actually kind of gave me that push. Well, I would probably say my daughter pushed me off the edge. And then I kind of caught myself and I was like, FYP, what is this? And I started scrolling through TikTok and I realized there was a whole business sector of TikTok. And so I started with voiceovers, and I did that until I was comfortable enough to then say, you know what, all this time lapse and then voiceovering afterwards is too much time. I'm just going to turn the camera around. But give yourself the time just to, number one, get comfortable and get accustomed to just showing up on a consistent basis, right? Like, that's the truth. Consistency wins in all things. As long as you're showing up consistently for your business, you're providing those helpful tips to your customers. Like I said, I don't know specifically. I'm gonna have to check you out. I don't know specifically what it is. Okay, I just followed you. So now I'll start saying, hey, Homegirl Collective, where are the nail videos? That's the beauty of your industry, is that people want to see the artwork. And then when you flip the camera around, then you're giving tips on how to take care of your fresh set, okay? What not to do. All those beautiful things, you know? Be yourself. That's what it is. I can't be anyone other than me. You would know it. And you can feel it when someone is not being authentic to who they are. It's okay to show up as you. It's okay. So Homegirl Collective, I'm telling you, let's do this, okay? Let's get the videos going. I love it. Speak positivity into your life always. Absolutely. Absolutely, Wanaka, you got that. You're as beautiful as the next. That's why I always say I'm no different from any of you, right? I'm not doing anything that's any different from anything else that anyone else would be able to bring to this platform, no matter what your niche is. That's another thing you need to remember. That's right. I love that. Pouring into her. That's right, Wanaka. I love that. Pouring that positivity. That's right. I'm so glad you caught me, Sydney. Diana Robinson, you are awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Let me see. Ooh, this one is a little bit more challenging. You can put super glue on here. No, I got it. Hey, Little Six Creations, how are you? Thank you so much. They are beautiful and apply perfectly. Thank you, Sydney. Hold on, I missed someone over here that said the same thing. Oh, Claire Rock the Bells. Hey, got my order from you last week and they were very nice and color popped. Yes, that's what I like to hear. Thank you. And thank you so much for supporting my business. Hey, how are you? I'm glad I got to see you again. It's been a while. Hey, Lady Love, how are you? Good, good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear you're doing well, Little Six Creations. I love it. Thank you. Alicia over on YouTube said, yes, that's so true. Be yourself on YT. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. And that pertains to all of them, not just YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. You have to show up as yourself. People are okay with you showing up as you. I'm doing good. What about you? I'm doing much better, actually. Much better. Thank you. I was pressing some transfers earlier. So if you guys are just joining over on TikTok or Instagram, you missed the opportunity to see me press my DTF transfers on some shirts. I had an order that needed to go out today. And I did them on live. And I did it that way because I wanted you guys to see the process of how to apply them. But if you weren't here and you're just joining and you want to see what that looks like, head on over to my YouTube channel. You can always go and check it out over there. The live will be uploaded over on YouTube. So you'll get to see exactly what I was doing and the process of it. Hey, it's a wrap. How are you? And home decorating, just start. You will learn as you go. So BJ Styles, absolutely. That's the biggest. My commitment to myself is just to try and get better with each upload, right? And here's another thing. You know, everyone's like, oh my God, you have to have a camera, you have to have this. I was that person. I was like, oh no, I gotta have a camera. You know, I need the lapel mic now. Hold on now, they can't hear me if I don't have the lapel mic. I don't even use these things. I probably should start implementing them because I purchased them. But my purpose for telling you that is I was making excuses as to when I was gonna start. Okay, when I get the camera, I'll start. Great, here to learn. Yes. I'm sending yourself, you're gonna be excited. Listen, Ambition, you don't have to send me anything, but you know I always welcome it. I always welcome it. I'm not gonna turn it down because I know what you have. I know the kind of stuff you have. So hey, Lady Love, thank you for the roses. Thank you. I appreciate that. So yeah, so if you want to see that process though, it's a wrap. If you head on over to my YouTube channel, which is Pink Teas and Things, same name as all as both here on Instagram, TikTok, and then of course over on YouTube. But that's what it is. I'm challenging myself to get better with each upload. So it's okay if you feel like I don't have the appropriate camera. These phones that we have, like if you have an iPhone, I would say even a 10, you can get really good quality. I mean, you know, really good 10 and up, you're gonna get really great quality. I mean, of course, the closer you get to the newest model, I mean, you know, they have a lot of upgrades. But the cool thing about it is that you can use your phone. So use what you have now. And if you decide later on down the road, you want to kind of branch into getting a camera, fine. But let me show you my camera. You guys ready? Hold on, I'll go get it. Notice I'm not using it. Notice I'm not using it. Hello. I'm not using it. So this camera that I just had to have, I will continue to do videos and push until I'm comfortable. Much love. BJ Styles, you might want to start with some short form content. So start over on TikTok or Instagram. My favorite is TikTok. I'm sorry, Instagram. I love Instagram for what it is, right? But I love TikTok because that's where I started. So it helped me make better videos for Instagram. But it's a little bit more of a dynamic platform. So if you're looking to grow your business, I would say TikTok is kind of that place. And so sometimes with short form content, you only have to share up to 3 minutes, which I wouldn't suggest doing a 3 minute, but you know, I kind of like the I would say really you can go as short as 7 seconds, but for me, I love something somewhere around like 22 seconds or so. That's kind of my favorite. But you may want to start with short form content and just get comfortable with using the different features and all that good stuff. So yeah, so here's the camera that I don't use. I got it, I turned it around, and I was like, oh my God. Oh no. Oh no, this is too much. This is too much. All these settings, this is too much. Yes, BJ Styles, start with some short form content. And you know you can repurpose that content over here on YouTube. But start with some short form content. Hey, how are you? Thank you for joining. TD, hello. Hey, Samantha, thank you for joining the live. Faith Beyond Words, thank you for following. I appreciate it. Thank you. So that's where, that would be my suggestion. Start with TikTok, and then you can kind of branch out to all the other places. Like through TikTok, I really kind of learned how to post short form content. And then I was able to bring Instagram even more content than what I was posting before. I was posting static pictures. Now Instagram is all about that short form video, right? Giving you your flowers. Thank you, BJ Styles. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. But you'll find, and just really kind of learn about like how to best communicate what you do over on TikTok. So it's really about like learning the language over there, Hey, Juan Lisa, how are you? Thank you for joining. Hello. Oh, I love the little heel. Okay, not with the heel. I love it. Hey, Christine, thank you for joining. So yeah, so figure out, and I just started with the FYP over on TikTok. I was scrolling, and the next thing you know, I was like, woo, it's an hour later. But that's where I kind of learned what the language was. And so, yeah, there have been some changes, and what I was doing in the beginning isn't necessarily as effective now. But you learn, if you at least, wherever you start, if you learn where, the baseline of TikTok, where it is now, as changes occur, you learn how to pivot, right? Hey, hello. I'm doing well, thank you. Hey, Nicole, how are you? So anyway, I don't want to, bore you guys with even more of my talking, but I wanted to come back. I wanted to show you guys how to press up those transfers, how easy it truly is, and how much time. I talk about time a lot, and I talk about it a lot because it's something that's really important to me. So first of all, this light is like literally blinding me. It like shifted a little. My apologies. Sorry about that. Hey, Loving the Bling Designs, thank you for making a live. How are you? And so I wanted to show you what I meant when I was talking about time, because it wasn't until that I took that step and I started ordering transfers back in the day, okay, before I got into DTF. That's what I did, and that's how we grew our business. And that is what made me decide to kind of look into other methods of printing. So I wasn't sure. I didn't know if it was going to be white toner. I didn't know if it was going to be DTF. Actually, DTF wasn't on the list initially. It was white toner, and it was a DTG. And then I realized I was in a spare bedroom in my home. I didn't have the space for the equipment of, that was needed for DTG. And then from there, okay, I learned about DTF thanks to the baby's booty over on YouTube. I will forever give her flowers because she is the one that introduced me to direct to film. And from there, I just went down the rabbit hole, and I was like, I need to learn everything I can learn about this DTF because the baby's booty said that it's amazing, and I just want to know, right? But it was because I was outsourcing so many of my prints. But once I started outsourcing, I realized how much more time we had available to come up with new designs, right? To work on our website, to get out there and figure out what was the next thing that we wanted to offer in the business. And so I'm hoping, my hope is to then offer you the same thing through my transfers. And that is the luxury of having more time. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's live. I actually ran a lot longer than I anticipated. However, for the remainder of my 100 days of live, my plan is to go live every day, Monday through Friday. Saturday and Sunday, I really need those days because that's really when my daughter's home and my husband's really around. And so I want to be able to have that time. That's my why. That's my reason why I wanted to kind of take that step into my business. But Monday through Friday, every day for the next couple of days, you're going to see me twice a day. So I'm going to come on earlier in the day and then later in the evenings around this time, around 5. But I want to talk about all the things. All the things. How long are your lives? So this one, I don't know, how long have I been on here? Since about, was it 3? Around 3:30ish maybe? I need to order some transfers. As you know, I don't have the time. I'm done with you. First of all, Ambition, you're more than welcome to. But you have so many printers. Are you kidding? But I understand that. It's time. It's time. You're running a business and working. I get it. 2 hours so far. Okay, so 2 hours. But listen, when I first started, I was on TikTok for like 6 hours at a time. 2 hours and there is a timer at the top of my live over here. 2 hours and 20 minutes. Yep, you're right. Thank you, Rachel. I just purchased my PNG file from Etsy. I'm ready to get started. I love it, Mama Key. So are you looking for transfers? Because one of the things I would say, are you selling transfers? Not sure. Which one is it, Mama Key? But anyway, make sure. And 20 minutes. Yeah, we're not going to miss that. Make sure you read the description of each item that you purchase on Etsy. There are a lot of sellers that are not interested in their artwork being reproduced for transfers. So make sure you read those if you're actually looking, and that's for anyone that's looking to either kind of enter the transfer space or if you're looking to have transfers made. Make sure that artwork, whatever artwork you're purchasing, can be used for transfers. I will be headed to IKEA for that shelf system you have back there. Yes, so I love this. This was my first video actually that I did over on YouTube. And these were the shelves that I used. And this is why, I think it's called the bow axle system. But this is why, I'm kind of turning you guys a little bit. YouTube can see it, but you guys can't quite see it. There you go. But this is why I purchased this system and why I think it's such a great system, in my personal opinion, right? Is that it can really be customized. So when I was in my spare bedroom, it worked for that space, right? It worked for that space. But now that I'm here, I've used some here. I have some in my DTF room. It's amazing to me. I love it. My twin and I love your energy. Thank you so much, Kitty Cakes Desserts. I appreciate that. But yeah, it's called the bow axle system. I love it. They have so many. This isn't I have kind of like the basics of getting started. But if you look here, when it comes to this bow axle, I'm gonna try and bring you guys a little bit closer. Let's move. If you look here, I have this little bar. Okay, I just ran over my crock. Okay. But I have this little bar here. This is another piece that you can actually add to the system. They also have it where you can, let me see, what other things can you do? Oh, they also have it where you can actually attach a table. So these particular slats were shorter. So that's why we use them here. But they have longer, the actual tracks of the system. So like this guy here. Oh, sorry, TikTok. TikTok is here. Here, Instagram, right here. YouTube, right here. Those tracks come in different lengths. And so the cool thing about that is that they also have a table edition where you can attach to the tracks an actual desktop, like a tabletop. Your energy is so uplifting. I'm learning a lot to better my business. I'm glad. You know, I don't just talk DTF. I'm talking business in general. Some of it is a little bit more specific, but when it comes to just being transparent, taking time to learn your craft, investing in learning your craft, I'm all about it. So, you know, that's why I speak about it. I love that portion of just doing business. Wait a minute, you doing embroidery also, Queen? No. I'm not going to even take that title. Alicia, go ahead, take it. Go ahead. Go ahead, Rachel. Go on, take it. I know you guys have the multi-needles. I get it. But no, this is, you can see it. Can you see it on YouTube? Kind of, sort of, huh? But yeah, I have a single needle there, and then my sewing machine is just right next to it. But yeah, thank you guys for tapping the screen. I appreciate that. But I'm glad. Looking for transfers, but I did make sure I was able to use it. Okay, yes, as long as you can, you're good. Absolutely. But let me know if you have any questions about placing your order. Let me know if you have those questions before placing your order. Okay, so earlier we were talking about some changes that I've made to the website. So things like, I want to be very clear and transparent. There are now check boxes. So make sure you're not just checking those boxes, and you're actually reading them, and you're aware of my processing time before you place your order. Even though it says 5 to 7 days, if you need your order in 8 days, I just lost TikTok. Let me see. That's gonna text me some kind of code. I don't know what the code is, but we'll figure it out. But anyway, make sure you're reading those text boxes, because it's important information. If you know you need your order in 8 days, the 5 to 7 days may not work. However, I have a rush order option. There's always an option to help you. But yes, I'm still here. Yes, I am. We're still here. Okay, good. I lost Instagram. Instagram was like, what's going on? And it said something like, my account is being locked because of some kind of phishing activity or something like that. And I was like, I don't know what that is, but I'll figure it out and get the code so I can unlock it, I guess. I don't know. But yes, I'm still live on TikTok and also over on YouTube. So it's just little changes that I've been trying to make, and things that I've been trying to tweak on the website, just to make things as clear and transparent as possible. So yeah, I appreciate that though. And thank you for reading that description on that artwork that you purchased, just to make sure that it can be reproduced for transfers. So I appreciate it. Hey Taylor, how are you? Thank you for joining. But at any rate, I don't want to keep you guys. Just know I will be back tomorrow. I'm feeling much better, you know. I really, honestly, if I'm being really honest, I think, so my daughter did 3 weeks straight of camp. And every week, hey Damps, how are you? Every week she would bring home her laundry, right? I'm excited for you and look forward to continued business with you. Absolutely, David, I appreciate you. And I'm excited to see what you create with these transfers, because I can tell that your creativity is flowing, okay? I love it. I love it. I'm doing good. I just got on. No problem, Taylor. So here's the thing. If you missed anything from this live, you're just joining us, it's okay. I was pressing transfers earlier, but the replay will be available over on YouTube. So that's not a problem. Not a problem. See, you really didn't miss anything. You can still go back and always kind of see what you missed. Hey, Happy, how are you? But let's see here. Let's see. So yeah, no, Rachel, I wouldn't call myself an embroidery person, but you know, I only have my little single needle and whatnot. You and Alicia, you guys have the multi-needles, and I have to live vicariously through you, Alicia, Squirrel Prince, Angela, Jasmina, you know, all of you with these multi-needles. I have to live through you guys. So, hey, Hella Crafty, how are you? But really quickly, Sydney, we are so blessed to have you. It is so wonderful that you share your DTF and business knowledge. Are you planning on offering paid classes to help us scary cats get started? I do, but I do want to offer classes, but my issue is just making sure that I can provide the most value. And so figuring out like what's the best way to do that. I thought only in person, because there's an aspect to DTF where I feel like it needs to be hands-on. So I've thought about offering in-person classes. But then I have a lot of people that are, you know, my East Coast fam. That's like, listen, can we talk about something via Zoom? So currently what I offer are one-on-ones, but I want to offer it more on kind of like in a group setting. So I'm working on the idea. But yeah, what are some things that you would want to even know in like a paid class opportunity? Would it be for the person, like, do you already have a printer, or are you thinking about kind of purchasing a printer? Because that's a different class versus I have a printer and I want to know how to do X, Y, and Z on the printer or with the printer. So it depends. But let me know. What are you thinking? Love my multi-needle. Okay, loving the blings. I guess I'm gonna have to live vicariously through you too. But I love it. I'm like mesmerized. I'm mesmerized by those machines. And so I told my husband, it's on my vision board. I'm gonna get me a multi-needle. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm going to. I love that, David. GoDaddy or Shopify for a new business. It depends, honestly. Is coming. I can't. I have a single needle also. Me too, Dimps. I have to live through these multi-needle girls that are just whipping their designs, left and right. I'm like, I guess I just have to order from y'all because me and this single needle, yeah, we're not doing sweatshirts. Have a printer way to understand how to start a small business. Oh, got it. Okay. Hey, Educated Natural, a class on converting printers. Listen, if it's a large format, I can help you. I told you that. But smaller formats, that's really not my forte. I've converted a wide format printer. But there are people that show you how to do that, how to convert those smaller desktop. I wouldn't even say smaller, but just like a more desktop style. For me, on the wide formats, they're simple for me to convert. But yeah, hey, I'm here for it. I am here for it, and I'm willing to teach. That's for sure. It's just I want to make sure I'm actually providing value. So that's kind of where I'm like, I don't know. Because I talk about a lot of the things that I do, but of course there are some things that I haven't talked about. I just haven't, because it's like you would have to really be kind of following me around as we're working on different pieces of artwork and things like that. So there's a part of me that wants to talk about that, but I get what you're saying also, Sydney. And so that's something that I may actually consider doing. Yeah. Absolutely. Let me see. Learn about buying a machine app. Okay, BJ. Okay, I've thought about that, but I was like, do people really want to know? Because I can tell you some things, because I've encountered a lot kind of being out there and searching for new machines. And especially when after purchasing my P800 and I knew that I wanted to upgrade to a wide format, my first reaction was not to go back to the same company. It was first to kind of see what was out there. And so there's a part of me that kind of wants to start visiting some different places that may offer DTF, and just kind of get a feel for like what's out there. So yeah, so I've definitely thought about that. I'm just not always, I don't always talk about it, but I've definitely thought about it. So now that you guys are saying it, I feel like that's the push to just like get out there. Okay. That's what you did? Okay, got it. You just pushed me out there. Okay, got it. Let's see. I have an L1800. Have a question on humidity and room temps best for transfers. So it depends on where you're actually, number one, your geographic location. For me, I'm in California, and so we get a lot of high heat, especially where I'm at. I'm further inland, so I'm not like LA area. I'm closer to like mountains, a little bit closer to the mountains and things of that nature. But we get humidity. So like there was one day when it was kind of a little rainy, okay? But I've learned what my sweet spots are. So like for humidity, I really kind of like it to be somewhere around 45. That's me and my personal preference. Can it work a little bit higher than 45? Absolutely. I'm just telling you my sweet spot when it comes to humidity is about 45%. Humidity. But in addition to that, I don't know how you're curing your transfer, so I can't really speak to what your temperature should be. So make sure that you know the actual temperature. When I first started, I was using a convection oven. I had to purchase a thermometer that would hang inside of the convection oven. And what I started realizing, which is what pushed me to get the conveyor belt, was that my convection oven was having a hard time with the amount of times that we were opening and closing those drawers. Number one, it was costing me in time, and two, it was really causing issues with my conveyor. My conveyor was having a hard time keeping the temperature constant. And so you want to make sure that you're paying attention to those things. Find the L1800. Hey J Lux, how are you? Do you recommend print on demand or using the press since I have one? It depends. What kind of volume are you doing? What's your business model? So I can't give you a pinpoint answer, but what I will say is it really does depend on your model. If you are interested in doing the work of actually pressing the shirts yourself, then absolutely. I would definitely recommend it. But if you are just looking to do volume and you don't want to be bothered with the pressing, then print on demand may work for you and your business model. For me, I wanted to be able to speak to the quality of the work. And so with a lot of the print on demand, it goes directly to the customer from the actual print on demand center. And so for me, that just wasn't something that I was interested in, but it really does depend on what you're looking to do with it. I think how I'm designed. I'm done with you, David. I can't. Hey, AB, how are you? Let's see. Texas, super hot. Thank you. Great info. Yeah, it is really hot here in California as well. That's one of the reasons why during my lives 2 weeks ago, it was two options. Either we were coming in at 5 a.m. or I was coming in later in the evening when it was a little bit cooler and I could really control my temperatures, because that's something that you really have to be on top of when you're doing these transfers with direct to film. You really have to be on top of your temperatures and your humidity. So important, so important. And it makes a world of difference in the type of product that you're producing. So for me, those were the adjustments that I made at that time. I mainly do customs. What are your thoughts on shifting to DTF or screen prints? So it depends. For me, number one, what kind of volume are you doing? Like with the screen prints, it's amazing. There's all these auto print systems, which I think are amazing. There's another thing. But do you have the space for it, right? Do you have the time to learn, or do you already know the screen print industry, or do you have the time to learn it? Like, there are a lot of people out here on YouTube that do screen printing, and I can't speak to all the principles of screen printing, and I'm not going to try to, but I definitely would take a deep dive into that sector to see what it is that, is needed to kind of get you up and learning how to burn your screens properly, and what emulsion do you want to pick? I mean, it seems like there's several varieties out there, or I probably could say more than several, but still, there's a lot of different varieties. And what are some things that you need to know as far as, like, are they temperature sensitive? Like for me, I can tell you everything there is to know about my machines. I know the temperature settings. I know, what kind of humidity I'm working with. I know how my inks react when my humidity is too high. I know when I need to tweak how fast I'm running my conveyor, or if I need to raise the level of the heating element in my conveyor. Those are all the things that you need to think about. Would you be willing to learn that process? DTF is amazing for those multicolored prints. You know that with screen printing, you're going to have to run several different screens. If it's a multicolor print, right, you're gonna have several different screens available. I was like, wait, did my door just open? Did you guys hear that? I was like, I didn't even see you come up. That's so funny. So yeah, so all of those things, you need to figure out. I don't know your business, so I'm really not inclined to I can't really give you a pinpoint answer, but I can tell you those are some of the things that you need to consider and how much work is going to be required for each one. So yeah, hopefully that kind of got your wheels turning on some things that you may want to consider when it comes to DTF and also screen prints. If you're thinking about just purchasing screen print transfers, now that's a whole different thing. One colors, super amazing for one colors, right? If you one color prints, they do have multicolor prints. I wasn't the biggest fan of some of the multicolor prints that are out there when it comes to screen print transfers, but the biggest piece of advice I can give you, if you're looking and you're trying to figure out, do you want to do DTF transfers or screen print transfers, I suggest that you order a transfer from here, a transfer from there, a transfer from over here, and really kind of get a feel for the quality and the feel. So you can speak to it when you're actually selling these items to your customers. You can say, oh, I know for a fact that I love this because when I pressed it and I compared it versus this, I knew that this was the best quality for what I was offering. So yeah, so hopefully that helps. But I don't want to continue on because I will ramble forever, and you guys know that. For those of you over on TikTok, you already know. It was 6-hour lives over there. But I appreciate you guys so much for joining me and kind of going through this whole journey of pressing these shirts and then being able to really just talk and speak to transparency in your business. And so that's something that means a lot to me. I appreciate you guys so much for joining me for this live, and I hope to see you on tomorrow's live. So plan earlier in the day and then late in the evening. I'm just happy for the information. Absolutely. Please be sure, if you feel like this video has provided you with any value, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. Thank you so much, Unbiased, for answering that. I appreciate that so much. In addition to that, turn on your post notifications, and that way you'll know each time I actually go live. So until tomorrow, I will see you guys then. Bye, everyone. Thank you for joining me. Have a good evening.